I would read to my nephews at any stage in their lifetime, as long as they ask me to. What is up, guys? Today is Wednesday, which means hashtag Book Wednesday. Today of the week where I talk to you guys about books. Technically there's 6 authors that I would read to my nephews without shadow of a fail. And one of those authors is Roald Dahl. Now, currently I can't find my Roald Dahl books. Now, I used to read Roald Dahl a lot from the ages of 7 upwards. So a lot of the books I have of Roald Dahl have been torn and battered. And I just personally can't find them due to the fact that they're so old. And they're probably have been put away somewhere. But Roald Dahl is an author that I would read to my nephews at any stage in their lifetime, as long as they ask me to. So the reason behind this video is that I was thinking of what video would I do today based on books, and I thought, hey, do you know what? I now have 4 nephews with a 5th one coming on the way in a few months, and I thought, hey, what would I do with my nephews to have that little bit more bonding with them? And I thought, hey, what if they were asking me to read them a story? What books would I read them? And I thought, there's my video idea. So the first book and series I probably would read to my nephews is Wrigley Parsons' Kingdom Keepers. Now, I only read book 1 of the series, and someone's already told me that the other books are quite a lot more interesting, as where this one is very much opening up to the characters of the series. I just thought the story was slow, but the reason why I would read this to my nephews is because it's based in Disney World, and of course because they're so young, they'll be growing up watching Disney, and they'll recognize some of the characters such as Goofy and Mickey and Minnie and all of them from either from the TV shows that they're in and they're watching on the Disney Channel, the kids Disney Channel, and as well as some of the characters from the Disney movies that they'll be watching as well as they get older. And I thought, yeah, maybe I would read a story to them so that they could feel involved because they'll know certain characters. And if they ever went to Disney World, then they'll be able to experience these areas that the book is set in as well, or some of these areas, because some of it happens underground in Disney. But yeah, I would actually, I would read this story to them and hopefully that they enjoy it. I didn't really mind the story all that much. I think I gave it a 3-star rating, but it wasn't that bad. I just found it slow, but it's definitely aimed at younger readers. It's definitely aimed at the 8 to 10-year-olds. It's not really aimed at anyone any older. The next series of books that I would read to my nephews, I do believe they would have to be a little bit older than what they currently are. And that is, of course, R.S. Stein's Goosebumps. And now I would definitely read these to my nephews because I absolutely love Goosebumps, and I just love how, and the reason why I love Goosebumps so much is that fact that it always had that plot twist and it always has something interesting happen. And because of the plot twist, it was all, you always thought was going one way, and then come to the end of the book, it just flips upside down and goes, ha, fooled you, and it's something totally else. And yeah, I absolutely love Goosebumps, and R.L. Stine is a fantastic children's author. So the next book, and I definitely would read and recommend this book to anyone, is The School of Good and Evil. I mean to say, like, you look at this cover, you're kind of going, this is just a pure girl's book. And it's not. It's absolutely not. This book is such a good, fun, entertaining read. And the reason why I would actually read this to my nephews is because they're at an age where fairy tales and stories like this are going to be playing a big part in their development. This story itself has a really good more behind it, and its moral is a very much don't judge a book by its cover. It's absolutely a brilliant book, and it's a brilliant read, and I absolutely love this book. I just thought it was so good and so entertaining. I do have the second book on audio, but I really want to find the second book in the bookshop, but I hope to get that soon because I really want to read the second book to see what it's like. And yeah, I definitely would read this to my nephews. The next series I would read to my nephews, hands down, even if I have to time up to read it to them, would be, of course, Harry Potter. And the reason why I would read this book before I let them watch the films is because I just generally believe the books are so much better than the films. The films leave out so much that happens in this book. A lot of the story is left out of the films. A lot of the morals of the stories of the books are left out of the films, and I just really enjoy the books so much more than the films, even though I really like the films as well, but the books are so much better. And I think any child and every child should be read Harry Potter or have Harry Potter on their bookshelves so they can read them themselves. Because I love Harry Potter so much, I would read it to my nephews because I nearly know it off by heart at this stage. So it wouldn't be too hard for them, it wouldn't be too hard for me to read it to them without making a mistake. The last book I'm going to say that I would read to my nephews, hands down, is of course the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. I absolutely love the Percy Jackson series. I just love how the story evolves. I love the characters. I just think it's such a good read. It's fast, it's full of action, and it's really a guy's book. Even though we have a lot of strong female characters in this book, it's very much a guy's book because of all the action and all the adventure in the story. And I do actually believe my nephews would enjoy the series as well. So it's something that I would love to read to them as they got older. So on that note everyone, if you liked this video, please give me a good old like. If you have not subscribed, you can click over here. And if you want to watch my previous videos, you can click them down below. And nice to see you all on Saturday.